Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to give you 8 latest defense updates. Number 1, merging IAF with Navy's TEDBF program for financial viability and shared development. In a strategic move to optimize defense resources and promote indigenous manufacturing, the Ministry of Defense is poised to integrate the Indian Air Force into the Indian Navy's twin-engine deck-based fighter program. This decision aims to address the substantial funding and production requirement of the TEDBF project, which are comparable to those of the IAF's Advanced Medium Combat Aircraft, that is AMCA program. The TEDBF program, designed to replace the aging MiG-29K fleet on board the Indian Navy's aircraft carriers, requires significant investment. The Navy has outlined a need for approximately 145 units. However, the MOD has initially approved the procurement of 80 units. To ensure the financial viability of this project and to attract private sector involvement, it is estimated that around 200 jets need to be produced. Next, ground-based variant of BrahMos NG for Indian Army is being explored. BrahMos Aerospace is in discussion with the Indian Army to develop a ground-based variant of the upcoming BrahMos NG cruise missile. This variant would feature a booster stage and could be mounted on 8x8 heavy mobility vehicles. The lighter and more agile configuration aims to address specific operational needs, particularly in high-altitude terrains. The IAF has already expressed strong interest in the BrahMos NG program, particularly for its air launch configuration. The lighter weight and smaller dimensions of the NG missile make it compatible with a wide range of aircraft, including smaller platforms like the LCA Tejas Mk1A. Next, Sonobuoy co-production for enhanced undersea domain awareness. In a landmark stride towards bolstering maritime security in the Indian Ocean region, India and the United States have unveiled plans for co-production of US-designed sonobuoys aimed at enhancing undersea domain awareness for the Indian Navy. This collaboration marks a significant advancement in the realm of high-end technology, specifically tailored for tracking submarines in the vast and deep waters of the world's ocean. The announcement was made as part of a comprehensive fact sheet titled "The US and India Committed to Strengthening Strategic Technology Partnership," released on January 6th, following the visit of US National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan to India. Next, Phalon set for dynamic display at Aero India 2025. In a significant announcement for aviation enthusiasts and defense analysis alike, the United Aircraft Corporation has confirmed that the Sukhoi Su-57 Phalon, Russia's advanced fifth-generation stealth fighter, will participate in a full-fledged flying display at Aero India 2025. This event, scheduled to take place at the Air Force Station in Yelahanka, Bengaluru, from February 10th to 14th, promises to be a showcase of cutting-edge aerial technology. The decision by UAC to bring the Su-57 for a flying display at Aero India is seen as a strategic move to strengthen ties with India, a long-standing defense partner of Russia. It comes at a time when India is actively seeking to modernize its air force with advanced fighter jets amidst a backdrop of increasing regional security concerns. Next, US to lift restrictions on Indian nuclear entities, signaling stronger civil nuclear ties. In a significant stride towards bolstering India-US civil nuclear cooperation, the United States has announced plans to remove several Indian companies from its restricted entities list. This move aims to dismantle decades-old barriers that have curtailed nuclear trade between the two nations. The U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan, during his address at the Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi, on Monday, confirmed that the U.S. is in the process of finalizing steps to eliminate these long-standing regulations. Next, launching of Bharat Pole to connect with Interpol. Union Home Minister Amit Shah on Tuesday said it was time Indian investigation agencies use modern technology and techniques to nab fugitives as he launched the Bharat Pole portal to facilitate faster international assistance for agencies. Speaking at the launch of Bharat Pole at the Bharat Mandapam here, the minister underlined that the real-time interface was the most important feature of the portal developed by the Central Bureau of Investigation. It will allow center and state agencies to easily connect with the Interpol and speed up their investigations, he said. Next, NISAR satellite will offer unique window on Earth. How? The upcoming US-India NISAR, that is NASA ISRO Synthetic Aperture Radar mission, will observe Earth like no mission before, offering insights about our planet's ever-changing surface. The NISAR mission is a first-of-a-kind dual-band radar satellite that will measure land deformation from earthquakes, landslides, and volcanoes, producing data for science and disaster response. It will track how much glaciers and ice sheets are advancing or retreating, and it will monitor growth and loss of forests and wetlands for insights on the global carbon cycle. Next, LSAM-22 joins Indian Navy fleet. Induction ceremony of 8th Ammunition cum Torpedo cum Missile Barge LSAM-22, generally known as Yard 132, was held on 6th Jan at Naval Dockyard, Mumbai. Chief guest for the induction ceremony was Commander Vinay Venkataram, Office in Charge, Fleet Maintenance Unit. The contract for construction and delivery of 11 ACTCM barges was concluded with Messrs. Surya Deepta Project Private Limited, Thane, on 5th March. Thank you.